Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Well, as promised, I said I was going to do research on games for After Hour, and I said I was going to do them live. So I'm going to do that. That's what I promised I'd do. That's happening. That's bloody well happening. And this is what we're going to start with. You might be saying, hang on a minute, Defender's Quest, that's not new. Well, one, I never said we're just doing new games, and two, this is Defender's Quest DX, which is the brand new version of Defender's Quest that is supposedly significantly better. For one, it runs at 60 FPS, it has fully redone assets and all sorts of things like that. And I've been wanting to play this for quite some time, and just kind of thinking of how exactly could I fit it into my content when the game's been out for a few years now. Well, the answer is, well, wait for them to re-release it as a DX Deluxe version. And that's exactly what's going to happen. I'm told Defender's Quest is awesome, so I'm very much looking forward to now trying it, now that they've finally unlocked the frame rate, and all sorts of things like that. At least I think they've unlocked the frame rate. They did say a full HD 60 FPS upgrade is coming as a free upgrade. I believe this is the upgrade. Yeah, so I believe their Steam page is out of date. At least I bloody well hope so, otherwise we're going to rapidly find ourselves in 30 FPS hell. But never mind. Alright, let's dive right in. I want to know what's going on with this. New game, customize. Okay, leave it as it is, I suppose. What is hero mode? Don't do it first playthrough. Right then. I won't. Just gonna refresh my Steam page, make sure I can actually see what's going on here. There we go. Excellent. Alright. Who am I? Apparently I'm that. There we go. Wait, I capitalized that. Don't start with me. Have none of that nonsense. Does 30 versus 60 FPS even matter in a game like this? Oh my sweet summer child. There is no situation where 30 versus 60 FPS does not matter. None. There does not exist. A single one. Well, that's horribly depressing. I also did not put the second letter as a lowercase, thank you very much. Silly game. A foot in each world and his soul in the middle, the dying man sees all things, apparently. Ah! Not especially, no. Should we? I mean, that doesn't seem like a very good idea. No, that includes South Park: The Stick of Truth. There's not a single game. Not one. Ah! Cthulhu nonsense. Alright. This is your main character, she can't move. Well, that's unfortunate. Enemies come from here, don't let them reach. Click here to select the Berserker menu, alright? Why am I transparent? I mean, this is a good question. I have no idea what's going on either. This shows all the Berserkers in your party. Right now, you only have this guy. Click here to select him. Okay. So we're gonna summon the defender. So it is a, I know it is a tower defense-esque game, but it's got a bunch of like RPG elements to it. So I'm sort of intrigued to see how that turns out. TB uses Psi energy to summon defenders. Killing enemies recharges your Psi. Alright. Impressed you with feats of manly violence? Don't mind if I do. Defenders also can't move and attack enemies automatically. Right now the game is paused. Alright, so, you know. Right now this is obviously tower defense. You can see the waves coming in here. What will be interesting is what exactly you can do with these. Let's speed this up just a little bit. There we go. Boink, 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 boink. Make sure you got all of my body, nothing's missing. Alright, so you get to level them up, I suppose. I think if I can channel more energy towards you. Alright, so the Stranger's boost bar. Boosting Strangers will make him stronger and faster. At boost level 2, Stranger can use a second technique, double hit. Alright, so it does have that sort of RPG-like skill progression. Okay, so we could boost him, and now he's got a double hit ability. There we go. I do like me some tower defense, incidentally. I find it rather relaxing. I don't play a great deal of them, but when I do, let's boost him up a little bit. There we go. So he's got some more levels. So they level up pretty fast by the looks of it. And you gain psi over time. Basically, every time you kill an enemy, you gain psi. And it looks like... I wonder if the... I got experience. The question is, does it level up my dudes in the process, or does it just level me up? You were just a dead body, and I was just a guy trying to loot some new shoes. So good news, you're alive, and don't seem to have the plague anymore. Where? Well, the bad news is, well, this means I don't get a pair of new shoes. Also, now you're trapped in this plague colony with the rest of us. The pit? Cheer up, you survived. So, you should be immune to the plague now. So, then the guards will let us out, right? Well, you could try explaining that to them, but they aren't that good at listening. They tend to confuse answering politely with shooting you full of arrows. Seriously, I don't know what kind of etiquette training the Ash Kingdom hands out these days. I still don't understand what happened in that other place. Don't sweat it. I had the same hallucination when I first had the plague. Wait, you were there with me? How could it have been a hallucination? Oh, what's that? A caravan here. Dear God, this is the kind of humor that I would write. It's terrible. Wait, at least tell me your name. Alright, you are Slack. No. Who can we have defending us? Who is both brave and unstable? That's a good question. Well, it's certainly not Jesse, I can tell you that for a fact. You know, this is how it's going to be. We're gender bending the whole damn thing. Role reversal. Click to advance. Anyone got any shoes? They've got the plague. Alright, well. We aren't immune to getting our faces eaten with it. Yeah, I mean, that wouldn't be good. Ah, so we've learned a spell now. Deals 25 damage to a single enemy, burns off psi, reducing psi reward of the enemy. Okay, so in other words, don't use that unless you absolutely have to. Right. Yeah, so he actually maintains his level by the looks of it. So where am I going to put him? Probably here. No, that was not the optimal place to put him whatsoever. I should have put him there, but never mind. These buttons tell Jenna which enemies to attack. Ah, so you can actually tell your dudes to attack different stuff. Alright. So you need to boost him to get his attacks to work, but his level stays the same. Alright. Target last enemy, target first enemy, target strongest and weakest. Alright, okay. Well, at the moment, fucking hit everything, obviously. It'll be interesting to see how complex this gets later. Level 3. It's not really level 3 per se, it's sort of boosting up these different stages. Can't reach this next wave of enemies. Use my lightning spell to get them. Alright. We can do that. Okay, there's no AoE on that, right. So I've got to zap all of them. And I don't have the side to zap the rest of them, which is a bit of a problem. There we go. So I get to upgrade. There's a skill tree. Alright. Mousing over shows what happens when you upgrade that skill. Click the orb to increase the skill point by 1. Alright then. It's not so much a skill tree as it is a skill line, but hey, I'll take it. And it looks like there's gear you can equip and things like that. Yeah, it looks like you can equip books for your character. Permanently assign 1 skill point, 1 character. Sure, why not? So, I'm not like sort of massively impressed by the art assets, obviously. The UI definitely looks... It's very sparse. Core gameplay's fine so far, though. I want to see sort of where this goes. Because I can see the potential of it, but obviously right now it's, you know, very, very basic. Got 50 scrap, a pile of junk, rags, broken tools, and sharp pieces of jagged, rusted metal. What can anyone possibly want with that? I assume we're going to trade it or craft it or something. I am Osible Kaz, warlord of the pits, and this tribute belongs to me. Look, I just got here. I've got no idea. Guards, throw those worthless thieves in the Colosseum. Show them what happens to those who steal from Osible Kaz. I'm not sure if he's got quite a big enough beard for that voice, but we'll go with it. So that's my current party, so I guess we're going to be building that up over time. Ah, you can choose a challenge level. So don't do that, just do normal. Alright, so 2 types of zombies, a Mad Ghoul and a Revenant. The Mad Ghoul attacks... Oh, so I assume that it's actually going to attack my dude back now. Which is unusual, obviously, because in most tower defense games, they don't attack the towers. So we'll see how that goes. I take it this is your first execution? Execution? Yep. The second they're going to open these gates, and hordes of monsters are going to come and eat us. So we're just going to die. Yeah, welcome to the pit. I don't know about you, Princess, but I intend to go down swinging. Wait, if we're going to die, we should at least know each other's names. I can't spell. Well to meet you, Huh. You are now Jesse. Hello, dear. We are on the stream at the moment. Hi. I'm just going to take a quick break, folks. I'll be back in 1 second. Just going to talk to the missus. Hey, folks. Sorry. I'm going to have to go. We've got some IRL stuff that I've got to go deal with. Apologies for that. I'll try and reschedule this for a later date. Alright, folks, let's try this one bloody again, shall we? Good lord. Real life is really annoying. I don't know if any of you noticed that. It gets in the way of everything. Right. Back to Defender's Quest. Valley of the Forgotten DX is what we're doing right here. Back to where we were, which is right here. What is in the journal? Jennifer's a dumbass. He is an ass who is also dumb. What he lacks in intellect, he makes up for in smell. Yes, I'm not going to read any more of that because I actually value staying alive. Alright, on to Mission 3 of Defender's Quest DX, which is a tower defense crossed with an RPG, basically. So let's rock and roll, shall we? We have another character now. You can now select between 2 classes by choosing the Berserker or Ranger tabs. Let's try the Ranger, I suppose. Let's pause this for a second. Figure out what the Ranger can actually do. Basic shot, triple shot. Alright, well, she should be able to hit pretty much everything from there, right? So, I think we'll whack her over there. Can I get... So, I assume I can play both of them. And if I put him there to catch the guys that don't get killed, we should be fine, right? Mouse over the waves to get more details. For instance, the red enemies can fight back. Note this symbol. That's where the things will spawn. Alright, we do kind of watch out for the red enemies then, because that... Archer might get a bit twatted by them, so I want to watch out for that. Also, of course, we have the boost, so triple shot is now available there. As you continue to earn more of this psi, you can use that. So she's just fine for the moment. You can also recall them back out of the way and move them if need be, so you know, if that does become a problem and she ends up getting killed by the red fellows, I can have her pop back. Which I might actually need to do. Oh, she's dead. Too late. That was really dumb of me. Shouldn't have allowed that to happen. I assume I can't play her anymore, then. Nope, I don't see any... no, I can summon her again. Alright, but I need Psi to do it, which I currently do not have. So that's a little bit of a bind. We're going to end up leaking here, aren't we? Not great. I should have just put her in the middle, then she couldn't have actually been hit in the first place. That would make the most sense. Let's, should we restart that, shall we? Because that was a really stupid thing to do. Please stop asking me about fucking Brexit. I'm just gonna ban that word in the channel. I am so sick of it. If I actually wanted to give my political opinion, I would have. It's pretty obvious that I don't. Alright. Whack him there. There we go. Alright, this should be much better this time. Boost her up for triple shot. Boost her up there. There we go. This should be a little better this time. And I'll probably boost him again just to get more HP and stats so he can tank those red dudes. There we go. There we go. Looks like he's regenerating health now, so should be totally fine. Alright, we got this shit. Easy easy. There we go. All done. Much better. Instead of, you know, doing a stupid thing like putting my archer right in range of the meleeing enemies. Ah! The Revenants are dead! Impossible! Nobody's killed the Revenants. It's the new girl, and I don't know what she did, but the prisoners are alive! The Revenants are all dead. Interesting. Throw them into prison? Yes, sir! Then send a letter to our friend, the Collector. Tell him I have an interesting new item for sale. Why do you watch this shit? To prison we go! Where it stops, nobody knows. Ozamald's prison town of slaves and gladiators. A mix of deplorable scum and innocent bystanders, all eager to escape. I'm not going to do voice acting for everything. That is silly. That, I'd actually like to get through a decent amount of the game so I can figure out whether or not I like it yet. You got 100 scrap. Yeah, alright, so they use it as currency. Great, so we can buy weapons by the looks of it. Okay, well, I assume that is better. That's 160. Alternatively, we can recruit. There's a melee fellow who I assume is, like, probably the same as him by the looks of it. Just another berserker, so I guess we'll get a weapon. Looks like there's only one available at the moment, so buy it, equip it. Yes, there you go. You can have it. Lovely. I assume that actually did equip. Yep, it did. Good. I guess we can recruit as well, then. There's no real reason not to. And you can even customize what they look like. Isn't that wonderful? You can look like this now. Isn't that fancy? There we go. That's realistic. Kesma. No, you're not going to be called Kesma. That's Dodger. Incidentally, everyone is now gender bent. I don't know why. We're naming our girls boys and our boys girls, and Dodger's now black. That's just how the world is. I thought they'd, like, hire another one, but, I mean, I guess this will do for the time being. Oh, so I can just leave the prison. Well, it's not a very effective fucking prison then, is it? Oh, Jesus. Types of enemies. Alright, so we got worms. The death worm attacks. The revenant does not, so, yeah, that's the only thing that will attack. Dear my honored guest, how are things in the outside world? The plague has destroyed the Quaid Empire entirely. Nothing remains but the twisted inhuman hordes of the infected. Well, that's something to rejoice at. Now it spreads into the Ash Kingdom. If nothing is done, this disease will accomplish what the armies of Quaid could not. Well, Slarg is panicked as Charlie kept it exciting they're infected here. We lords of the pit will stay in business. The plague's monstrosities are quite valuable to the man who knows how to use them, eh? Enough of this small talk. Where's this girl? Over there. I think you'll be quite interested in her abilities. We shall see. She enters a trance, and her companions seem to fade into nothingness. All around them, the Revenant fall dead in heaps as if slain by invisible blows. Show me. Guards, release the Revenant! If you find more berserkers, you can summon them to the halfway world by, well, clicking the button, obviously. Jenna is still your best fighter. Boost him with a double attack. Alright. So it will be. Alright, well, you're gonna beat the crap out of whatever's there then. And in the meantime, there is one that can attack. We're just gonna pop her in a place where that can't happen. Where's the best place with the best range? Probably there we go. And we can put down somebody else, if we wish. There we go. 2 berserkers right there. Whack him. Give him a good hiding. There we go. Boost him up to get double hit. So he does not have double hit. So outside of stat bonuses, he gains basically nothing. Alright. Alright. I'm a fucking idiot. Actually, no, I'm not a fucking idiot. It's just they're coming from both angles. I didn't make any effort whatsoever to pay attention to that fact. It looks like only the shit ones are coming from blue, so we should be fine. I think. I guess we're about to find out whether or not that's true. Please shoot and hit faster. We are clearly not going to be fine whatsoever. Let's maybe restart that and not fuck it up. No, because it was terrible. Alright. Let's maybe arrange this in a slightly better way. Probably should have hired more than one other berserker, come to think of it. He's the best one, so you know, he can whack all of them. Trying to think of a place like... I mean... If I put him there... I like this, because if someone leaks through, then at least like on that last spot he can hit him. So I think we're going to put him there. As for the archery, probably just put her in the place where she can hit the most stuff. And you can be the sacrificial lamb, mate. You can go there and whack that stuff and see how that works out for you. Actually, if we put him there, he can hit both. So, there we go. That's a little bit better placement, isn't it? Boost! Boost! Alright, well, not leaking too bad. We might be alright. Bear in mind, you can also actually set them to target different stuff, so... You don't have to set it up so that they're just hitting things at random. You can actually change that. There's actually quite a lot of that if you look at the different modes available. It's interesting. I don't see a lot of tower defense that let you control to that degree. I might have her target weakest, actually, so she can pick them off from a distance. There we go. Yeah, that might work, because then, you know, that should result in far fewer leaks. As for the fucking death worm, you can get zapped. There we go. There you go, you whack him. Nice. Good. We don't have boost for anything. We can boost him up to level 2, so he's going to hit a bit harder. He's pretty pants, honestly, at this point. Whack the death worm, please. There we go. He's catching them out just in time, thankfully. Well, some of it. I'm actually leaking a ton here. I should have bought more berserkers, actually. A couple more characters would have been good here. I am hopeless at this. Which, to be fair, is what happens in the first 15 minutes of playing a game. It takes a little bit of time to get used to it, you know? So, give me a break. This is why we don't do 15 minutes a game anymore, because people don't understand that concept. Alright, I'm going to jump out of this level, see if I can buy some more berserkers, because I think that this number is maybe not the best. Back to prison, somehow. How does this work? How am I shopping in prison? I have no bloody idea. Alright, we're going to hire another berserker, though. We should probably equip them with that upgraded shiv as well. Alright, you can be that color. This is what I like to call a Trump berserker. You're going to wear red trousers. You're going to have silly looking hair. It's the closest to Trump we can get here. I know, there's not that many Trump hairs here. There you go. This is Trump now. You are now Trump. You have black eyes like the devil himself. Trump the Berserker has now been hired. Guess who's going to get eaten by the death worms? It's going to be Trump. Alright, now we have another Berserker. Looks like a gay porn star, but you know what? It works. Alright, we're going to buy a shiv. And we're going to equip that on Dodger. I'm not sure if I should buy Trump a weapon. I'm not sure if I trust him with it, but you know, we'll take it. God, I had a weird day today. Very, very strange one indeed. I've been playing MMO. I'm not going to tell you which one. Because I don't want people to find my character. But... fuck it. I'll tell you which one. I'm just not telling you where I am or what my character name is. I've been playing a bit of Riders of Icarus. I was curious about it because it's like... it's all mounted combat and taming bunch of beasts to ride. It's not bad. Like, I've played about 5 hours of it. I've enjoyed most of it. The combat isn't brilliant, but it's got mounted combat, and I've mostly been just running around the starting area finding every single thing possible to tame and turn into a mount. I have a kangaroo, and a turtle, and a wolf, and a slightly different colored wolf, and one that has a name. I mean, it's not amazing, but I don't know, it's alright, it's alright. The flying seems pretty good. I need a flying mount. Haven't got one yet, but apparently you can get one pretty early on. Yeah, so that's what I've been playing. Riders of Icarus. I'm not telling you where, I'm not telling you which server, and I'm certainly going to tell you my character name, and I'm not going to be streaming it, thank you very much. That's going to be my little game that I'm going to play, and I'm going to keep away from people. It's going to be mine. Just mine. Alright. You can also turn the kangaroo into a pet that then heals you, which is a bit weird. So there you go. Alright, let's give it another bash then. Now that we have Trump the Berserker, we will surely make Defender's Quest great again. Here we go. If you haven't, by the way, if you haven't already figured it out, I've basically just given up on the world entirely. And I'm just going to do whatever the fuck I want, make money, and swim in my pool. And that's how it's going to be. I'm not going to care about anything. I'm done giving a fuck. Everybody's an idiot. The world's gone mad. It's gone mad. So, I'm going to sit in my pool, I'm going to get a fiddle, and I'm going to play it badly while the world burns around me. It's going to be brilliant. Can't wait. Alright. Trump the Berserker, you can go guard the border. Question is where? Where's the best place to go? I want to make sure, I mean, putting him there, so it means he's going to go all the way around there. I'm just trying to think, like, the best. This would be the best, because that's, like, 6 squares that he can affect. So, let's whack him there. And you can take the corner. You can go there to pick off any bloody stragglers, and we want someone in the middle who can just pick this stuff off. And your job is going to be to target the weakest enemies. Everyone else, you can just whack him. Alright, here we go. Let's see if this setup's any better. First things first, we want to boost him up so he gets a double hit, and we want to boost her up so she gets a triple shot. That's sort of the priority. There we go, whack him. Is this on iOS, by the way? This seems like it would be a good game on iOS. I think it is. I think it is. Did that fucking deathworm get through? No, it bloody well didn't. Good. Trump, you need to guard the border more effectively. You're not going to build a wall this time. Build a wall's fucking lazy. You go do it yourself. If you believe so much in it. Yeah, this is actually working out pretty well. So far, so good. Don't want to speed it up to maximum. Yeah, why not? There you go. Oh my god, that's so fast. Yeah! Perfect. We built the wall and we made the deathworms pay for it. Perfect. That did the job nicely. Congratulations, Defender gained a level, and now we can upgrade skills on that. Ooh, so that actually is a skill tree. Well, more of a skill fork, but, you know, I'll take it. The round skills are techniques actively used in battle, and the square skills are passive traits, so they're always on. Alright, what do we want then? Mousing over skill will show what happens when you upgrade it. Click on the skill to increase it by 1. Maybe I don't want that one. Maybe I want the other one, but apparently I've got to have that one. Alright. Never mind. Don't we already have that? So that basically upgraded an existing one. Oh, so you need to be level 5 before you get the other stuff. Right, so you've got that. Passive to swiftness plus speed. Alright, cool. Alright, that's fine. I'll take that. Oh, everyone else leveled up as well by the looks of it. So, I guess give them double hit. Because why would you not? It's either that or a speed upgrade. I think double hit seems like the most useful thing to have. Permanently assign 3 points to 3 characters. I'd love to do that. Incredible! Nope, wrong character. Incredible. She sees them for what they really are. She fights them in their own world. Sure! You are interested. Consider the payment doubled. It is not often I meet an equal. What is this? Guards! Sir! The south wall of the Colosseum has collapsed! Prisoners have escaped! What? Release our reverend hunt them down. See, I do VO fucking work for this. Just me. It'll be fine. It'll be about 350. Alright, so I've got some cash now. I could go... Yes, the prisoner escaped. Let's go back to the prison to buy things. That makes no logical sense. Alright, to the town. A dilapidated shanty town. Looks like the escaped prisoners took refuge here. Well, that's not blindingly obvious, is it? And they sell identical weapons to the last ones. Alright, well, we can't afford that. Something we can recruit. Oh, berserkers. Right, we don't actually have enough money for another one of those. So, never mind. That's not much use. Onward to battle. What we got? Mad Ghoul, Revenant, and Worm. Alright, so Mad Ghoul really being the only one worried about. That's actually quite a lot of attack. So, I guess Jenna's going to be tanking those by the looks of it. Everyone this way. It's no use. They're gaining on us. Quick, across the river. We'll hold them off at the ford. There's too many of them. That's how I imagine Jesse in my head. Only one thing to do. Crazy suicidal rage time. I think you might be onto something there. It's this feeling like this has happened like 5,000 times to you before. Why do you keep feeling this? Like, oh no, I'm going into the spirit world for the 5th time. This is a surprise. Oh dear lord. Ah, cool. A new spell, Frenzy. Increases attack rate. Oh, defense 40% for 10 seconds. Okay. Pause the bloody thing. Alright, what have we got? It should really be paused by default, you'd think. Okay, what do we got? So, all the nasty shit, by the looks of it, is coming out of mostly red, but also a bit of blue. So my plan of dumping Jenna there and hoping for the best is probably not going to work so well. Where can we place people? Alright, so only on the green. Wow, only on the green? That is limiting. So what is the path exactly going to be on this? I assume they're going to go down there, and then hit me in the face. So... let's see. I'm thinking... we want the most access possible. I mean, I could put him there, but that doesn't seem... that seems kind of wasteful. I think on a corner seems like the best way to go. Bear in mind, I'm also going to be hit in the face, so I do want to avoid that if possible. Right. If we pop her... I mean, we could put her here, because she's not going to get hit there. But I also would really like to have range on both. This... yeah, that should work fine. That seems like a decent position. That's going to pick off pretty much anything, so we'll take that. Oh, and again, we're going to set her to hit the weakest targets. Her role's going to be the sniper. And then we're going to go... we've got 2 berserkers. Where do we want them to go? Well, the majority of stuff's going to come down red, so I think having somebody to back up... maybe, like... I don't know if it matters if the characters die... because it seems like you can just resummon them. I don't know if there's a penalty for that. Other than obviously spending Psi to do it. I guess we just set him here. That's only going to hit 3, though, isn't it? Yeah, this is good. He can catch the stragglers. And last but by no means least, Trump, you can go guard the wall. But now what we really need is somebody to guard this side. So, what's the most I can get out of that? Probably there. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4 maximum squares. I don't think there's any better than that. Range-wise. So yeah, Trump can go there. That works. Alright, let's rock and roll. Here we go. First things first, I think the first thing you do is absolutely upgrade him with double, and then as the second thing, upgrade her with triple shot. Oh yeah, she just needs to be set to pick off the last one, right? Yeah. He's not letting anything through. There we go. Very nice. And she can also pick off the weak ones, and Trump can just, like, finish them off as they go past, so that should be fine. I'm a bit worried about how many Mad Ghouls come down the blue lane. I guess we're going to find that out, aren't we? He'll probably need boosting. He's got double hit as well now. I keep forgetting that. He's got a slightly worse weapon than my main guy, but I'll take it. Alright, I mean, he seems fine. Yeah, this setup's fine. Jesse's doing Dodger's doing absolutely nothing there. Ah, it's a death worm. Right, there we go. Chop it to pieces. There we go. Nicely done. Incidentally, there are different difficulty levels. You can go back and play the other ones on harder difficulties to gain more loot and stuff and more experience. So, there is a reason to go back. There you go. Nicely done. Incidentally, by the way, and this game has actually been out for years. The DX version, which I'm playing right now with the upgraded sprites and the better frame rate, is very recent. Which is because I never got around to playing it, and particularly, this guy Lars is his name that develops this. He writes some really good industry commentary on his website, and I've been reading it for a long time. I found it super insightful, so it seemed like now that he's released the deluxe edition, that this was kind of the time to give it a try, because it's been really well reviewed. People seem to really like it, and I mean, I don't really blame them. I like tower defense as well, but having it be less about towers and more about like heroes that can actually fight and take damage and be upgraded and get skills and loot is actually quite compelling. I kind of dig it so far. Obviously, you know, graphically it's not the best thing to look at. The interface is very basic, but it's functional. It has a long-ass campaign, I'm told. I'm not actually sure how many missions. I just want to go check that while we... let's have a look and find out what's going on with that. Defender's Quest, Valley of the Fallen, what we got? Defender's Quest Deluxe. How many missions has it got? Yeah, there's no random encounters, no, like, weird random RNG difficulty spikes. Actually, it doesn't say how many missions, so I'm actually not aware of that, I'm afraid. I'm sure someone will tell you on the forum or whatever, but I mean, it seems like it's got a lot of content. Alright. Who's ready for round 2? I'll tear your faces off and use your skulls to hold decorative houseplants. Jenna, they're all dead. Plus, all of your houseplants would smell like dead people. Oh. So what's the plan now, then? Well, that mysterious old man said to find him at the monastery. Ah! He must be the Salani chapter house in the north side of the pit. Well, there are Ash Temple monks here in this plague colony. Well, what better place for a hospital? Come on, I'll show you the way. You trust this guy? Well, he's crazy as hell, sure, and he seems to be loyal. You can't afford to be picky when it comes to friends. No! I don't mean the clown, I mean the mysterious old man. If he's an Ash Temple monk, we have nothing to worry about. You think your temple has never gotten its hands dirty? You don't have to come if you don't trust him. Then give up my chance of escaping with you and take on the whole Ash Kingdom if it meant getting out of this hellhole. Just watch your back, okay? Alright. Thinking about doing one of these levels on high difficulty, like, what do you get from that? Oh, apparently it's so fucking hard that it... Oh, you can do it. Alright, okay. Oh, it's a lot of... Oh, items by the looks of it, and tons of scrap. Right, well, we haven't actually got anything to really shop at yet, and there is a new town here, so maybe that'll have some more stuff in it. Listen, TV, if we're gonna make it to the monastery, I think we're gonna need more people. Well, we've got Jenna. I mean sane people. I'm gonna get fucking punched as a result of this choice. People you can rely on in a fight. People that wear armor. Watson, cover up this glorious physique. Yeah, let's hire some reinforcements. What? I'm all we need. I have the body of a bronze god. And the brains of a drunken weasel. You're on 95.5. A drunken weasel god? Yeah, this seems like the kind of game that I would write. Alright, what do we got? We actually have some armor now. And new bows, that's always good. We got money for a lot of this. And I imagine we can now actually, you know, buy archers, so... Alright, first things first, buy a better bow than that. One's made of wood, the other's made of green. Green is not a material. Developer. Jesus, what the hell's wrong with you? Sackcloth or hide? Humdy frickin' hum. I mean, armor for the... archers doesn't seem that important right now because I'm not putting them in a position to actually be hit. So I'm thinking weapons. Let's get another archer in here. Pick a skin color. There you go. Pick a hair color. That's not your natural hair color whatsoever. That's a deception. There we go. You can have white hair. Dark skin. And purple clothes. Make them as mixed and matched as possible. Oh, incidentally, went to see Independence Day yesterday. A little story about Independence Day. Independence Day was the first movie I ever saw at the cinema. And yes, that means I didn't go to the cinema until I was about 11. And that was the first movie I ever saw. And was it 11? Yeah, I was 12, sorry, because it was in the UK the film was rated 12, so you legally had to be 12 to go. They do check. And I went with my dad, and my mother took my brother, who was 2 years younger than me, to go to see Twister. And I mean, I'd never been to a cinema. I had no fucking idea what to expect. So it was awesome to be able to see that, because back then, Independence Day special effects were like god tier good. You are JonTron. They were god tier good, just absolutely phenomenally good. And getting to see the new one 20 years later on a nice big screen, like there were 4 people in the cinema, including me and Jen. So I fucking loved it. I really did. It was dumb as shit, and it was exactly what I hoped it would be. So it was nice to go kind of come back 20 years later and see. It was at the Metro Center I saw the first one. Yeah, there's I don't remember the name of it. Like UCI Cinemas, I think, in the Metro Center 20 years ago. And this one I got to see at my local cinema, and it was like, cool. It's like a closing of a 20-year little cycle. It was really awesome to see those guys back on screen. And they did such a great job. The cheesy one-liners were there. The special effects, holy fuck. I have never seen anything like that. Like, the giant spaceship that comes in is literally 3,500 miles across, so it actually covers half the fucking planet. And it actually coming into the atmosphere was the most amazing thing I've ever seen on film. Like, it's like, wow, okay, this film is dumb, but holy hell, the special effects. Alright, you know what, I kind of want to go and redo one of those missions so we can get some better bows here. Get some better beats and get some better rhymes. I have the game set, so don't complain yet. Let's go and try out this first one here again. Let's go on some more advanced difficulty if we can. Can we? We can. Alright, so enemy levels are 3 to 7. I don't know if I can fucking beat that. Level 7? That sounds a bit crazy. Let's give it a try. Also rewards you with a wood bow. This may be a terrible idea. Let's find out. They're all level 5. This may have been a mistake. Let's find out if it was a mistake. Alright, first things first. There's a bunch of melee fellows right there. Can they attack diagonally? Let's hope not. And you can go there. There we go. This might... we're going to concentrate all of our defenses in one area here. This may have been a terrible idea. Alright, Trump, you're going up front. Here you go. You go defend the border. And you can be the one that picks them off. This is going to fail horribly, isn't it? Let's find out! First things first. Triple shot. Absolutely. There we go. And we'll go with a boost in the front here. Alright, well, so far so okay. Alright, that was easy enough. They're doing alright. I'm gonna boost him. He's gonna die! He's gonna fucking die, isn't he? So, recall him. There we go. Pull him back. I assume I get most of his side back if I do that. And then drop him in again. There we go. So that actually acts as a heal, effectively. But you have to reboost him, I think, after that. We're taking a bit of a pounding here, but it's not too bad. I have 35 Cypher Frenzy. I'm gonna hold on to that for the... I mean, the next wave's fine, because these don't attack. It's the red dudes I'm a bit worried about. Let's boost him up so he can get his double hit back. Whack him! Give him a good smacking. There we go. And the red fellows. Alright, this could be the problem part. Let's go Frenzy on you! There we go. Whack him! Actually, it's Frenzy on everybody. Cool. Recall him. Play him back in. So there's a minor side cost to that, and obviously it resets his thing, but it actually heals him up. I don't know, like, what the penalty is for actually losing a hero in this. I want to whack him back there, actually remove him, because we're actually leaking a bit badly here. We don't have... lightning strike! Lightning strike! Just... Pause. Alright, can we... we're going to move our archers back, I think. It's the red dudes that are the problem here. They're slightly in range? Yeah, we need to set that to target weakest. If I recall her, though, it's gonna cost her. I don't think we should recall her. You can stay that, and you can pick off the weak ones at the end. That's gonna be your focus. I'm just checking the rest of the effects to see what would be useful there. Target the enemy furthest from the end. So that would, yeah, that would mean that it's going to attack everything that gets to that point, right? So actually target last. Seems like the way to... Oh, sorry, furthest from the end. What do they mean furthest from the end? Oh, furthest from me. Right, okay. Right, I see it. I get it. Alright, let's give this a bash. I think this might work. I need to sigh him, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna die. Oh, please pick up that last one. Ah! I got no sigh! Alright, I don't think I can take that on yet. Okay. That did not go well. Oh, and you actually lose shit from... Oh, so, oh, wait a minute. Oh, right. So I died, but I still gained experience and scrap from that. Alright. Cool. That's neat. Alright, so I can't quite take that on yet. I think I need a couple of levels before I do that, and maybe a bit more gear. Incidentally, hi, Larsius. Larsius is the developer, by the way, so please say hi to Lars. Yeah, gives him time to regen. If one guy is alone, he'll get teamed up on and not have time to recover. Alright. Fair enough. You know, I find this game surprisingly compelling. It doesn't... Unfortunately, the devs in the chat is like, I don't want to say mean things about it. It's like, no, I don't actually have that many mean things to say about it. I think, you know, the weakness is probably the UI for the most part in terms of its very sort of basic and Spartan presentation, but I like tower defense games, and this one is relatively satisfying. It seems kind of quite active as well, especially on the higher difficulty levels as to what you have to do. You really do have to interact a lot with the characters, move them around, and all that sort of thing. Plus, the RPG-like progression is pretty neat. I feel like it's been done since, but bear in mind this game did come out in 2012, so... Alright, let's get in. We can buy another wood bow now. So, we can upgrade Jontron. There we go. Jontron has now been upgraded. Alright, let's take on whatever the next mission is, and then once we go to the levels, we'll come back to the more advanced modes. Alright, so what we got? Crappy Worm, Mad Ghoul, Revenant. 4 to 5 Revenants. That could be a bit tricky, but at least they don't kill me. They found us! The town is under attack!
Bards, launch the assault! 'Tis what of fortune! I want him alive! No one else matters. Release the Revenant!
Can you stop releasing the damn Revenant? Jesus. Alright. What we got? All from red, alright. But they could go either way by the looks of it. So we probably want our strongest fellow right here. We're very limited in deployment here, by the looks of it. So I think what makes the most sense is obviously to put these guys on the outside. They're going to go all the way around here, and then put our archers on the inside where they have the maximum range. That can hit, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 squares. So I want to put the strongest archer in that position. That seems optimal. And there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's pretty good. Yeah, there we go. That should work. Let's go. And first things first, since he's going to be doing the most of the damage, get him upgraded. And we're going to set her up as picking off the weaker ones. In fact, you know what? I will set both the archers up for just that. That's their role. Pick off the weak guys. I like how fast you can make it run as well. I like games that respect your time. Too many games like, no, I want to show you our fancy animations. Our art guy worked so hard on this. Like, no, fuck you. Go as fast as possible. Always. Respect my time, damn it. I like games that do that. Get a little bit of an upgrade there. Boost him up again. Easy peasy. Yeah, the game's 4 years old. The reason I'm playing it is because there was a very recent deluxe edition update that redid all the sprites and made the game run at 60 FPS and, you know, basically made the game HD because before that it really was not. That's why I'm playing it. I meant to get around... I've been meaning to get around this damn game for years. It just... Games slip through the cracks all the damn time. Let me demonstrate what I mean by that. It's like, am I going to make sure I don't leak any personal information? Nope. Alright, let me just show you this here. I'll show you exactly what I mean by games sneak through the cracks all the time and show you exactly why that is. Yep, okay. Put that in there. And just double checking I'm not showing any personal information here. No, we're good. I take a look at this. See that number right there? That's the number of fucking games. This is a program that we use to track all of our review codes and submitted things. I have 556 games that have been submitted over the past year that I have not covered yet. Basically, whenever I finish covering a game, we click this little button here, and it goes off the list, so that confirms the task has been completed. I'm not going to click any of these, because it's going to show review keys, and basically Chris puts information, Steam keys and everything like that, and that little number right there is the number assigned to me that I have not managed to cover in the past 12 months. 556. Yeah! That's why games slip through the damn cracks. And bear in mind that these, there are a couple of, because Chris kind of screens them beforehand. If it's like a piece of crap game from like, what's the name, a Digital Homicide or whatever, he just won't even post it on the list. So, yeah, that's how many we got submitted over the past 12 months. This does not, it's entirely possible that none of these will be covered, by the way. Although I'm very interested in covering Mirror's Edge, I just need to sit down and play it. Space Run Galaxy is a sequel to a game I quite enjoyed. And House of the Dying Sun's actually early access, so I'm probably not covering that one yet. But bear in mind, when these games get submitted, these keys work all the way through to launch. So more often than not, if you submit an early access game, like House of the Dying Sun, this code I will use to cover it on launch. So it's not necessarily bad when people send me early access games. How do I choose what to look at? It's really just like, it's a mixture of a couple of things. It's a mixture of what I think is going to be the most relevant, with stuff that I can cover in a reasonable length of time, and also stuff that I'm actually interested in playing. So, out of this, there's a couple of things here that I tried and just, like, didn't really get along with. Breached was an example of that. Breached looked really interesting, but the start of it is really obtuse. So I kind of put that down. If I don't really get into a game in the first 10 or so minutes, it's likely that I will put it down and try something else. I really need to look at Technomancer. I put 2 hours into Technomancer and I hate it. I absolutely hate it. So there's an issue with that. Mirror's Edge. Mighty Number 9. I know people want me to look at Mighty Number 9. I will probably absolutely hate it. But I know it's very relevant right now. So something like this would be like a priority, because Mighty Number 9 is currently a hot topic. So I know this video will get more views. And more to the point, it's relevant because people are interested in knowing whether or not to buy it. So, that's why I'd pick a game like that. Whereas there's a lot of other stuff here like Ex-Nemesis Sandbox and Prog 1 and Robo World Zarnock Fortress. This is all very sort of not so much low tier. I mean, it kind of is. It's cruel to say that, but this is like low priority stuff. This is stuff that, like, maybe I'll look at for after hour, but the chances are I just won't look at it. And if I keep scrolling, you'll see the rest of it. It's like, there's so much. We even get sent, like, older stuff. I've even got my Stellaris key there. I have Stellaris, I've just never really played it. I had problems getting into it. Stuff like TMNT Mutants in Manhattan will never get covered because it's 30 FPS crap. War for the Overworld, Heart of Gold. It's like, a lot of companies will send a key again later down the line to try and get me to play it, because they really want, like, a second look, but I just don't have the time. I ultimately do not have the time. So, yeah, but that, just, if you ever wonder why it is that, I don't cover games, this is bloody why. It's still going, Jesus Christ. 556 of them that I have not covered in the past 12 months. So, yeah, okay, let's get back to the game, shall we? I just wanted to show you that. I wanted to give people, like, a bit of a peek behind the curtain, so maybe they'll actually understand why it is that I miss games like this. Because it's just so fucking many. Oh my god. Alright, cool.
What? The whole town dead and not one prisoner captured?
We don't have enough revenant to continue!
No, think I don't know that. Get out of my sight. You fools!
You cannot allow them to escape.
What can I do? My revenant are decimated. We don't have enough troops to continue.
Look around here. What do you see?
I see dozens of corpses, not one of which belongs to our prey.
Continue the pursuit. We have all the reinforcements that we need. Cool. Alright. I'm thinking, like, go back to the town and buy another one of those shivs. Considering we can. Let's grab another metal shiv, yeah, because that's an upgrade for both of those. Alright, Trump, you can have it. Oh, cool. Automatic. This is nice. You know, I like it when there's a nice little feature actually in a Ride to Versiris that I noticed, which is that it'll pop up a little window down the bottom right hand corner if you get an equipment upgrade that says, "Do you want to equip this upgrade?" I was like, cool. I don't have to go for my inventory screen to do that. That's a neat little quality of life feature. Please include more of those. You know what? We'll actually buy another one, I think. There we go. That's nice. I like that. Good job to any developer that includes that. Quality of life features are very often ignored. That's just like not something that a developer often thinks of. So I appreciate it when they do. There's a lot of story in this as well, which is unusual for a tower defense game. You know, only other sort of big example I think of that does a lot of that is Defense Grid, which obviously is absolutely excellent. Alright, I want to get like one more level and like max out the upgrade phase and then go back and try that damn thing again. I want those rewards, damn it. Ah, Snake Ghoul, of course. And they hit pretty hard, level 2 to 5. They've got relatively high HP. Perfect bonus gets me 200 scraps, so let's fucking nail it, shall we? Hold on! There's some people on the road! Could those be more rangers? Others must have escaped from the village! Wait, something's not right. Healthcare! That is disgusting. We're under attack! I don't even know what that is. Yes, can we ask the developer why there's a fucking store in the prison, please, and why we can visit it on a regular basis? This is not bloody Monopoly. Alright. These undead rangers have a long-range attack. Plan accordingly. What undead rangers? Do you mean by undead ranged troops? So, I assume the snake ghouls can actually spit or whatever. Alright, so let's see. Most of the stuff's coming out of red. Actually, no, it's completely equal. Equal split down the middle. Okay, then. We will do what we can. So I'm thinking one here, one dude in the middle, and then both of our archers in the center, and then kick the living crap out of them. Trying to see sort of where the majority would come from. The majority of dangerous stuff. That ranged attack. So, do I want to put them on the edge then? I wonder how ranged they are. Because if they can shoot from here, then this is going to be a serious problem. I guess we're going to find out, aren't we? Trump, you can go over there. There we go. And you can be our fellow that catches them in the middle. And then archers, archers, archers. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. I wonder what kind of range they have. Let's go for that deployment for the time being. Give that a shot, see how that works out. Oh, the prison's actually been destroyed now. Alright, okay. We can't go back there. Neat. Didn't know that. That's cool. Alright then. What kind of ranged attack? Oh my! That's actually quite significant. Alright, well, thankfully the health regen seems better. I'm kind of glad I didn't put my archers on the edge there. Alright, beat the living snot out of them. Let's go with triple shot first. Keep going, whack him. Trump's gonna need the next boost, I think. There we go. Alright, this is working out fairly well. Well, Trump should be used to people spitting on him by now. Do I even have the right to mock that, incidentally, considering we have Boris fucking Johnson, Nigel fucking Farage, and... Well, Nigel Farage, not Farage, and you know, I should call him Farage so it sounds foreign. He'd be very triggered by that. I basically, I have every intention of renouncing my country anyway, because I'm going to become a US citizen and just give up my British passport, but this has definitely convinced me to do that. There we go. Perfect. That's a lot of cash we got right there. Nigel Thornbury, yes. I would elect Nigel Thornbury. I really would. Those revenants. They were from the village! You think everyone there got turned? Everyone there should have been immune to the plague. All the survivors have already had it. I don't think they turned on their own. The man in red. And you can see why I am a very popular video game voice actor that everybody wants to hire. Alright, yes, so if I go back to the prison, it is dead. Yeah, it got destroyed, cool. They tried to build a prison for you and me to live in. I'm going to also assume this town got wrecked. It did indeed. Another prison system. Does anyone even get that reference anymore? Probably not. Yes, I'm well aware that Boris Johnson stepped down for running for Prime Minister. Thank God for that. That bloody clown shouldn't be anywhere near any sort of government whatsoever. He can go host a fucking talk show. I wonder if this game has the same issue as Kingdom Rush on PC with the FPS. No, it does not, actually. It does not. So the old version of this game ran at 30. This does not. This has proper frame timing, so no, you don't have the same issue whatsoever. Bear in mind, like, Kingdom Rush was a giant pain in the ass because, like, Kingdom Rush involves a lot of active placement of stuff, so it was pretty hard to play. Thankfully, this game does not have a problem. I think we lost them. Oh man, and all I need is 3 more revenant skulls to finish my necklace. Check it out! The big one is called Blinky, and the little one here, Mr. Teeth. That is seriously disturbing, Janet. TV, there's a small caravan of nomads here that have offered us supplies for the right price, of course. Turns out the headsman is my grandfather's 5th wife's second cousin, so I was able to hang us a pretty good discount. I recommend that we stop up while we can. I'm fucking up half the words here. Oh, dear. Ah, new shit. Excellent. Oh, lots of really good, nice stuff here. And we can't afford any of it. All right, now might be time to go and sort of revisit, but that's plus 10, so that's pretty good. I'm still thinking, like, the bows are probably the priority, but let's see what, an armor may be an issue. Ooh, is there another, we still don't have another type. So we just have Berserkers and Rangers right now, so. I'm thinking of hiring, like, a third, yeah, let's hire a third Ranger. No, we're not gonna call her Leska, jeez. You are now, who are you? You are Cry. With the power of the exploding gallbladder, it is Cry, come to save the day. Cry never goes outside, so let's set him up. I'm strongly considering at this point, like, going back and farming a bit to get some more money. Because those are some serious upgrades. First things first, probably go for the wood bow on the third character. There we go. And now we have 6. Let's go back and try that one again. So I think we're probably gonna have a better shot at it. Hi there, stranger. Your name doesn't have to be TV, does it? Yes. Fantabulous. A couple of days ago, this old man stopped by. He said you'd follow. I asked me to give him this thingamajig. He said it would help you on your way. It was a teensy bit weird, if you ask me. Anybody handing out 3 pieces of parchment is okay in my book. Can't get enough of the stuff. It's delicious. Thank you, friend. Please go away now. Oh, yeah. Ah, so that's good healing. All right. Let's double check our party and see if we might miss some skills. We actually have missed a ton of skill upgrades. It would be, you know what would be nice actually, is if the main screen sort of remind you, hey, you forgot your fucking skill upgrades, you idiot. All right. Let's see. Can you upgrade basic shot as well? Oh, you can. All right. Fair enough. Good to know. Give it a bit more swiftness. There we go. Why not? It's level 5 before we can get the other stuff. Something like the cooldown that's 1.56 seconds. The cooldown that is 0.29 seconds. So, I mean, in theory, I think that's a better upgrade. So let's just do that. Grab a triple shot for Jontron. So, let's whack the sharpshooter on there. I'm interested to know how effective crit is. 2 times plus 0.1. All right. So that's that adds 10% crit. I wonder if that's additive or multiplicative. we go. Alright. We're in a bit of a better situation now. So now that we've got all of that stuff go, let's revisit this little area and see if we can whack the advanced difficulty. Because there are bows available. Good experience by the looks of it too. I don't know if 75 XP is a lot. Ooh, there's like a rare item if we can do that. That's level 6 to 10 though. We'll give it a shot. I like that the levels have replayability and actually give you like rare rewards and stuff. Oh, thank God they fixed the Skype thing. Wonderful. All my contacts disappeared earlier. Thankfully they fixed it. That's good. I have to add my own skill points as well. Oh, yeah, completely forgot about that. Oh, we'll see how this goes without that first. So it only costs like 25 sided to play any of these, so let's see what we got. So probably like put these fellows in the middle because they're going to get the best whacking potential. There we go. Set up the archers in. Yeah, I mean you want them sort of in the best possible position to hit as many things as possible. And their sole role is going to be kill off the weak guys. There we go. And last but by no means least, well, every means least, Trump, you're going to be at the back. You're going to kill the stragglers. That's how you're going to be. Alright, we have 150 psi, so we can put double hit and double hit. And we need 75 for the next one. Alright, let's give it a bash. Let's see if we can beat the advanced difficulty this time. So far, so good. You can have triple shot. There we go. I think we're in a much better position this time. You can have double hit. Yeah, actually, that was level 3. Never mind. A little bit dumb, but hey. Ah, we're just wrecking it now. Absolutely wrecking it. Just destroying it. No leaking. Thank you very much. There we go. Oh, that was a lot of XP. Sweet. That was totally worth it. And we got a bunch of scrap from the battle as well, so that's good. And wood bow is actually not an upgrade, is it? Because we already have wood bows for everybody, so I guess I can just sell that. Nice. I really want to try and get the beat the last one because it gives what looks to be like a super weapon of some sort. I don't know. Let's have a look at the party then, see what we can do. We do have some levels up. I'm gonna grow. I can probably just upgrade the basic bow attack at this point. Let's see what kind of upgrade that gets us. So that's supposed to, like, affect the cooldown. It's not by much, though, is it? I think we're probably better off just going, like, straight damage. I think once you got more skills, maybe it makes more sense to knock all the cooldowns down. Alright, now I've actually got 2 things that I have not upgraded yet. I don't even use the spells, really. Not at the moment. I think just probably, like, upgrade Frenzy, though. That seems like the only one I'd really use. Alright, let's try that, like, hardest one now. We can use that upgraded Frenzy and see if we can actually beat it, because that's a lot of experience if we beat it. Okay, alright, so pretty high level stuff. We'll go with the same setup as last time. That worked pretty well. Get our sort of best ones at the front there. Stragglers. I think we can push them we can push them forward like 1, I think, and they're more effective there DPS-wise, because back there, you're actually missing out on a good couple of squares. So I'm thinking we deploy them here, and that will probably work better. Upgrade-wise, definitely go double hit on the first 2, and then upgrade the shots. And of course, if things get a little bit hairy, we can throw down Frenzy. Alright, let's give it a whack. If there's a hotkey for changing speed, that would be pretty handy, rather than having to click it. I love that. Shot there. So far, so not so bad. Pretty good. Don't want to pop Frenzy just yet, don't think I need to, but we'll grab triple shot and triple shot once again. Alright, now let's see if we can deal with these red fellas. It's the death worms that are going to be the problem, isn't it? Probably want to, like, put another side boost on him if we get the side to do it. Oh, he's going to go down, isn't he? Oh, pause it! I can recall him and redeploy him, or I can let him die. Like, I'm just trying to think, like, what is the benefit? What happens if you let him die? Is that... I mean, that doesn't affect your perfect rating. I guess it... Is it even worth bringing him back? Because I can just resummon him again if he goes down, right? I guess we'll find out. Let's find out. Alright, he's down, so I can just pop him out again, right? No, yes. Yeah, you can. Of course you can. Let's go Frenzy now. Because we've got a lot of these bloody death worms to deal with. Alright, question is, am I going to be able to stop any leaks from happening here? So a double hit there. That's a lot of shit coming our way. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get a perfect on this one. If I move my guys, I can. Because they're not going to be able to hit anything now, so I should recall both of them. And resummon them, even if it is at level 1. Back here. So they can do the most. I'm just trying to think. There, yeah, it's on either corner is the best idea. I don't have quite enough sight to summon him, but I should in a minute. Go on, get him. Get him. Let's throw Frenzy down. Oh! Just, am I in range to... I'm going to have to lightning him. Alright, I need to set them to pick off the weakest now. I think. No! I'm not fucking leaking you. Thank God you can pause. I think that's going to happen, though. I think we're going to leak one or two. Oh, no! Oh, just no! No! Fucking get him! Oh, Jesus, I've got to move him. Can I resummon them if I recall them, though? I can. Alright. I might be able to pick that one off before it gets there. Maybe. Oh, wait, I didn't get... I thought I got Psy back. Oh, it takes time for it to go back in. Fuck. I don't know if they're gonna kill him in time. They might. Hang on, wait a minute. I just unsummoned them. I got a bunch of Psy. I'll just fucking... Ah! Almost. Almost. I got a bunch of experience, but I really want that damn bow. So I think I'm going to do that again. But I'll take the levels up first. Yeah, so... It's like, once they get out of range, it's actually worth pulling them back on full HP, so you got a bunch of magic to throw some spells out or something like that. I think I could have been a bit better with my positioning there. Okay, well, we're not really worried about regen because our guys aren't really dying right now. This, on the other hand, this hits up to 5 enemies. I think we're going to grab that. There we go. And Jesse also gets Rapid Shot. Sure, take an extra skill. Why wouldn't we? And you can go for a basic shot upgrade. I also got an upgrade on the character as well, didn't I? There. I'm thinking we grab another upgrade for that. There we go. Because I think we might be zapping a little bit more than I initially anticipated. Alright, I'm gonna fucking perfect this. I don't care how long it takes. I should have actually gone and bought another sword. We'll use the same formation as last time, I think. It was good up until that one point. Oh, does they actually start with double hit now? Oh, I see. It's because I assigned it. I assigned those skills before and it auto-spent. Alright, cool. I understand now. I mean, everything up to, like, the last wave is fine. basically no problems at all up to that point. Boost up, triple shot, boost up, triple shot. And then it's like these sort of heavier waves can become a bit of a problem. He already has double hit, right? Yeah. And that's his flurry going off as well. The flurry might help because that's hitting pretty hard. I think like as soon as you get through the last wave, you pull these guys back and reposition them. You don't have triple shot yet. You should grab that. I think like focus on upgrading the archers. Actually, he really needs double hit as well, doesn't he? Okay, this is where the problems start to arise. Alright, let's set them all up to target weakest to try and pick off these stragglers. The problem is then we leak a bunch of strong guys, so that was maybe not the best idea I've ever had. Alright, recall. Recall. We're going to redeploy them here and here. And then we need to, like, throw down a frenzy. Man, if I'd actually put those slightly one, like, square back, I think that might be better. Oh, no. That did it. That did it. Fuck you. Fuck. Nope. 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 There you go. Perfect. Which means we should get a bit of gear from that. The Hunter Warrior. This nomad hunting bow thingy. Alright. I'd love to equip it. Let's put it on our highest level character. Ooh, that is a serious upgrade. Very nice. That's a lot of extra attack. The question is what to upgrade. Well, I mean, gotta grab a point of crit, right? Oh, she actually hasn't leveled up yet, so. Deep shot adds +3 chance of bleed on all attacks. Alright, well, yeah. Let's see a reason not to throw that trait down. Outside of that, I think we just upgrade flurry on both of those. We get a gold star, beat any level on extreme. We've got some cash now as well. Although, not actually a huge amount. The cost of stuff rapidly went up. We could buy an iron sword. That's a big upgrade, regardless of what way you look at it. There we go. So yeah, I mean, you could farm and farm to get this maximum level gear. You don't need to do that in order to beat the basic levels by the looks of it. You only really need to do that to beat the really hard stuff. Let's, like, recruit one more. We're alright for the time being with 3 and 3. I don't know how many classes there are in this game. Move on and smack this one, I think. Here we are, the chapter house of the 7th branch of Selene. That's the monastery? What? You're expecting something else? I just thought it would look a little more like the royal temples back in Ash. Well, I can chant if that would make it feel more temple-y. No, not happening. Looks more like a fortress than a temple. Indeed, for there are many dangers in the pit. You! You think that old fool sitting behind his walls can save you? You are cut off. That monastery might as well be in the furthest reaches of the Quaid Empire for all the good it will do you. Revenant, cut them down. That's a lot of shit coming our way, and 3 lanes as well. Well, good job we have 6 heroes. Who's coming from where is the question. Looks like a relatively even split. The highest level stuff is coming through yellow, so... may want to prioritize yellow. There we go. That's going to whack that. That's going to whack that. We do have a slight problem with hitting stuff in the middle. I might back that off slightly so it's just focused on hitting things in the middle. Just trying to think where the best position would be. Probably here. So there's a few range fellows. The main problem I've got here is the archers getting meleeed by the mad ghouls and the death worms. I don't think that's going to be a huge problem, but so we could put them. You know what? Screw it. Like, put the archers just slightly far back, and they're probably going to kill everything before they even get there anyway. So I'll probably do the job. Boost. Oh, I double boosted. That was dumb. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, that gun, what? That bow is really strong. I don't think this is going to be too tricky. Can you just, like, can you play the advanced mode before actually playing the basic? You probably can, because I'm sort of, like, got to the point where I've min-maxed my characters enough that they're just wrecking absolutely everything without any real problems. Did I speak too soon? I bet I did. There you go, have some frenzy. Everything's dead. Yeah, I think probably like playing on the more advanced difficulty probably makes a bit of sense if possible. Grab the bleed there. You play difficulty in any order. Oh, you get cascading rewards. Alright. The gate is open. Quick, before they can regroup. Everybody into the monastery. Once again, we owe you our lives, Honourable Elder. I act for myself as much as for others. You do not know your own importance. One who can travel into their world. Please, if you can explain any of the events of the last week to me. There is much to say, a little time to say it. The enemy army still sits at our gates. At least tell me this, to whom do I owe my life? Oh, new character. Cool. You are now Maggie, because you got purple hair, see? The beard, slightly not Maggie, but, you know, we'll get away with that. What's the, ooh, cool. New weapon. 2,000 scrap for beating that? Yeah, but that's also level 13 to 21. Like, yeah! There's also Fallen Knights in there. That's a little trickier. We want to toss back to one of these and see if there's any good gear we can grab. Oh, yeah, new staff for him, so... We should just really do both of them. Oh, that actually adds a third spawning point. Alright then. So what is the... So that's actually a healer. And also has another technique, Ether Flash, by the looks of it. 2 ways in. It's going to whack as much crap as possible, I think. Somebody there, somebody there. Everything's going to come from either direction, which does make this a little trickier. Let's put them in a position where they're going to hopefully be able to get the most. And we can... Alright, so the healer heals that. Alright, who's going to get hit? These two, for the most part, I think. This is the best place. Alright then, grab a boost here. Probably the archers doing most of the work. Yep, that's doing the job quite nicely for the moment, anyway. He's not doing anything. What is Ether Flash? Hits all enemies at 2.5 tiles. Okay, well, that sounds like something you should probably have. I haven't really bothered upgrading anybody else. I'm just like crushing everybody at the moment. I really want to boost up the fellas that have the best weapons. Oh, looks like we might be getting a bit of a leak here. If we whack down Frenzy, that probably won't happen. There we go. That did pretty quite nicely. There you go, now you get Rapid Shot. Murder everything. Sorted. We'll grab just the second level of that. Sort of vary things up to try and figure out what sort of the most effective build is here. And obviously having upgrades to your basic attacks does seem like a good way to go. Crit. As for me, probably just level up Fury again. There we go. Haven't had any books yet to equip. But I see what's going on with that. Can I do the hardest difficulty on that? I don't know. I was sort of struggling towards the end a bit. That's a significant increase in stuff. Oh, and they swim! Yeah. That might be a little trickier. To get a bunch of scrap for that. Armor by the looks of it. XP and scrap here. I mean, this should be an easy... It's worth just doing them just to get a bit of extra stuff. Because they're not exactly difficult at this point. You don't really have to think too much about them. One on the side. One in the middle. Only the death worms attack, so... Let's go center with the archers. That'll do the trick. Alright, do it. You all got horribly murdered. That was not even close. Something strangely satisfying about just watching things get murdered very, very fast. There we go. Grab the upgrades here and there. So what is that ether flash? Ah, and there's a blind there. Total bonus to HP. Yeah, we'll grab the blind. There we go. Alright. Oh, I think I get the idea. It's a pretty fun little tower defense game. With, of course, the added aspect of the towers aren't towers, they're characters, and the characters have their own little story. And, of course, you can upgrade them, equip them with all sorts of things like that. It's a nice little melding of, you know, it's two... It's obviously a system plus a genre, and the genre being a fairly satisfying one in and of itself. Blended up with a few RPG mechanics and, you know, a decent amount of replayability in the battles, and you do have a reason to keep playing them, so you can keep upgrading your characters and all sorts of things like that. What I'd love to see is gear that actually has some effect more than just buffing your character, such as like plus attack, plus armor. I like to see proc chance stuff. Although by the looks of it, look, you know, they minimized most of the RNG, so I wonder if proc chance is even a thing that they would include as a result of that design philosophy. One with the other, though, it's pretty good. And it's a nice little improvement, of course, to the older version that definitely looked, well, old. No doubt about that. Modern resolutions, modern frame rate. Always nice to see. So apparently this one is a boss battle. Or was that the... Let's see. Types question mark. Alright. We'll do the boss battle then. See what's going on with that. I think we should be able to just run this one over, but let's see if that happens.
Enough! My brethren are destroyed. And I'm not about to send my men to storm that monastery wall.
That's exactly what you're gonna do.
No, my friend, we are done. The pox on you. This deal of yours has cost me a fortune.
It will cost you a little more yet.
What?
You should have watched your food more closely. A little poison, and you are just one more corpse to pour my will into. Ah! I am now grey. My lord, what do you desire? My children, I have a task for you. So this is the boss, I guess. You can recall defenders from battle to regain some sight and place them elsewhere. We're well aware of that. Before the first enemy wave arrives, recalling returns 100% of your sight. So in other words, if you fuck it up, you can fix it. Okay, so I imagine this guy... Oh, he's got 4,000 HP. Right, okay. And he has a really hard attack as well, so... there's going to be 50 worms following him. Alright, well... There's no range characters by the looks of it, so... we just concentrate as much of our firepower here as possible. Where can we place them that will hit the most possible? Bear in mind, if I actually leak past this, they're probably going to murder my archers. Let's just hope that doesn't happen. This would be the most efficient place to put them, I think. Could be very well there. This is a place I can put the healer where he'll be... Yeah. Putting the healer there will heal most of them. fellows at the front upgraded, and then put triple shot on our strongest fella. And just go for Ether Flash to show they've got an attack. Alright, cool. Well, let's see what happens with this giant boss character then. I think we actually want to set the archers to focus on the strongest character at this point. Because they're going to be the only ones that can consistently hit him. And we're probably going to have to move these guys later. And these fellows will very easily pick off everything else without too much of a problem. I don't think he's going to survive anyway. We're just going to kick the living crap out of him before anything happens. Obviously, this is very much the, basic difficulty level. On much more advanced, that would not be quite as easy. Cool. All right. Well, that's my luck at Defenders quest. Then I'm going to wrap the stream up. I would have done a second game today, but obviously we had a big delay. So I was wanting to prep for an after hour for this, and there's going to be a video on this tomorrow. I like it. It's got a nice little blend of RPG and tower defense. It works. It's definitely it's a little basic on either side, at least on these levels. But that doesn't mean it's not a satisfying game to play. I've certainly enjoyed my time with it up to this point. I'll probably play more of it as well, because I do like a little bit of tower defense every once in a while. The name of the game is Defenders Quest. You can check that out on Steam if you so desire. I'm putting together my video for tomorrow for this one. And probably a Hearthstone video tonight as well if I feel like it. What is the extreme version of that? Oh, you get his coat if you beat him. Enemy levels 18 to 22. Just out of interest. Just out of interest. He has 51,000 HP now. I don't think I can win at all. He also hits for 88, so I am going to assume that I'm going to get fucking murdered. Let's try it anyway, just to see what happens. I am very curious. Focus on the strongest enemy. Focus on the strongest enemy. Focus on the strongest enemy. Boost. Boost. Alright, let's see how this goes. I'm doing no damage to him whatsoever. This is a problem. I can't kill anything! Alright, well, I think we realized you might have to level up a little bit more before you can do that version of the battle. Alright. Cool, there we go. Thank you very much for watching, folks. The after hour for this will come out tomorrow, assuming that everything goes well. And I will be back at some point over the weekend, no doubt, with some more streams, some more videos, hopefully. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.